What up, guys? It is time to do Nayuta showcase, but like always, we have some free summons to do. Yay! Let's see. I don't think I got literally anything last time I was doing this. Already, though, I did get a Bay when I was doing my summons originally. I mean, realistically, the only real thing I could get from this is either really good Pilgrim or someone I'm missing. Come on, nothing. Look on the bright side. When Liberalio comes out, then I'll do that 3 times every day. Anyways, I got her built up per usual, not too much, just to kind of feel her out. I got everything at 777. I think if you're gonna be going for like crazy levels on these skills, I think honestly, maybe this not being at level 10 is probably the move, but like these, I'd say are pretty important. Probably the skill 2 is more important, right? Because that's the one with the stacking. Let's see, she does give a core damage buff. Anyways, let's just go into this. The only thing I'm going to be really curious about in this, though, is whether or not she's going to be better than Crown. I'm going to do this, and then I'll do this for my type advantage. We'll just wank her off with Crown, but I'll be main bursting with Nayuta, so we will see how this goes. Yep, that looks nice. And let's go in it. Unfortunately, this team doesn't have too many machine guns, as if, you know, I was running Crown, but I just kind of want to feel this out. Okay, we should be fine. Now, the main distinction for her is going to be that, like, stacking shit. So, I'm going to definitely want to make sure that I try to see how the procs work. Dude, that does look pretty cool. I really like that hand effect coming down. I don't think they're like the craziest, but hold up. I think I have the thing turned on. Whoops, yeah, I do. Let me do that just in case. Anyways, so this part of her passive, I'm not really sure how it takes into effect. So what happens is the past effects will trigger when new effects like activate. So if stage 2 activates, it'll activate the stage 1 again. The only thing I'm not sure though is if, let's say she has 4 stacks, does that activate stage 1 twice because it only takes 2 stacks? Or is it once she gets to 10 stacks, it activates the first one and the second one, and then when she gets to 3 stacks, it procs this one, and then this one. So I'm just gonna make sure I see that. What is this called? If memory absorption... Does it like say what it's called? Oh, I don't think it does actually. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to kind of feel it out actually. Fuck, bro. Wait, I actually thought it was gonna give her like an effect. But I mean, I guess I could see the memory absorption, but will it tell me that she's getting the attack buff? I guess we'll just wait and see. Only thing is, I don't really know how to check the procs. Yeah, dude, this effect looks really crazy though. The hand coming down every time she charges like the rocket launcher thingy. Oh yeah, it's like permanently up. Maybe charge damage wouldn't be the worst on her. Yeah, especially since like if you're gonna be main bursting with her, like look at this, it's about to burst again. You're like barely gonna get any time where she's actually using her submachine gun rather than just in this form and doing damage. Interesting. Or maybe charge speed, actually. We can get that. Yeah, like, look at this. We're just fucking fast rotating. Granted, I did build this team to do exactly that, right? Siren's cooldown, and then we got Helm's burst generation. It's literally just to spam out burst like nothing. But yeah, dude. 0 uptime in her thingy. Okay, let me now check how this works. So I have 20 stacks of this impermanence thing. No. It's the memory absorption that also stacks. What the fuck is impermanence that stacks? Where is impermanence? That's her... They're this, yeah? No. Am I dumb? Where the fuck did it go? Where did it go? Impermanence. I think it is this. It says hit rate, but why is it called that? Oh, it's the skill. What the fuck? I thought it's supposed to be called memory absorption. Okay, so... Is there anything... Okay, 20%. Oh, it is only 1 stack. Okay. So how it works is once you hit this threshold, it'll just proc this again, I imagine. Does that show twice, though? It only shows once, though. 15%. Okay, maybe not, actually. Because it definitely says it triggers repeatedly. Yeah, additional effects trigger repeatedly. Oh, no, this one right here. Previous effects trigger repeatedly. It's just the effects will trigger based on the stat count. But it says previous effects trigger repeatedly, so I don't see, like, another snack of this impermanence attack thingy. Or am I blind? Yeah, because attack damage 20% up. And then this one. Oh, wait, okay, so this hypocrisy. No, she's just getting it anyways. Yeah, weird. Oh my god, she's doing fucking Mongo damage though right now though. One thing I'm very certain of though is this Nayuta is gonna turn that fucking Kraken boss into sushi, bro. Like, actually, I think he's cooked. Granted, both of the new units are win, so actually, I don't know how good Liberalio would be into Kraken. I don't think you really want to use snipers in that fight, right? Especially because Siren is wind, you kind of just want to mag dump so that you can get a lot of value out of that machine gun dot thingy. Dude, yeah, this damage is about to be Mongo damage, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, wow. She did a lot of healing, too. I'm not really sure how that would take into effect, because I didn't really, you know, take damage at all, but... Okay, now I'm gonna go into Crown with type advantage right here. We'll do this team, and we'll see how this goes. Now, for the most part, if you're gonna be running Crown, honestly, not bursting with her is probably a bad idea, right? You don't get the shield, which is really broken, and then you don't get the... what is it? Just the buff, right? It's just shield and buff, right? Yeah. But, like, dude, shield in this game are so broken. If you have, like, the most minuscule amount of shield left, and you take a really big hit, it won't dig into your, like, HP at all, which is really gross. So, you know, I kind of wish this Nayuta had shielding, but... I mean, I don't know. She's kind of like a hybrid support, I guess you could say. Because, she has built in the damage share thingy-bobber, and then, like, healing. But for the most part, she's just winding up a fuck ton of damage. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, so I'm thinking you don't really want to go any max ammo rolls. Because, I mean, this form, she's got infinite ammo, so that doesn't matter. And, you know, when she's using her submachine gun, she doesn't really stay in that form at all, as long as you have a decent amount of burst generation. That actually muddles things for cubes, too, actually. Because most of the cubes are, like, reload. And having to do with ammo, right? The ammo return one. But yeah, is this proccing correctly? It says the past ones will repeat the effect. But I don't see the effect repeating, my brother. Yeah, I only see one stack of this, and she has 23 stacks. So, okay, let me quickly check when she gets 30 stacks to see if it procs, because it doesn't look like it's proccing when it should be. Oh, wait, she's not even at 30 stacks. I guess that was a bit of a short fight. I usually do a minute of these just because I want to see the damage, and I don't want to take too long. Okay, 3, 2, boom. Does she have 30 stacks? 29? Oh my goodness. Oh, because it's up to 90, right? Yeah, every 3 seconds, so it needs 90 seconds, which is literally exactly the amount of time for this. God damn it. Oh my god, yeah, but she did Mongo damage. Granted, this was me just wanking her off, right? I have Crown here literally just to give her support. I guess realistically, I could also bring Naga to really seal the deal. Actually, no, I wouldn't have any space. What could I bring? Let's see. What's her face? Ada is only to burst 3 and she gives true damage. Dang it. I think if it was for the whole team, then I could. Okay, well, she did fucking disgusting amounts of damage. I was not expecting that. Anyways, let me go into a Kraken, and then we will see how she performs there. Okay, so my usual Kraken team looks something like this. This isn't too bad. I guess I could do something better by replacing Rappy, right? Because she doesn't get too much, but I like using Rappy, so sue me. I think the move for this would look something like this. I definitely want to play it a bit safe so I don't get shafted, but let's do this. Oh, by the way, I put a cube on her because I fucking forgot to do so. Whoopsies. Let's do this. We're not going to get as much value out of the burst generation when replacing Rappy, so I'm going to put in Helm to help here. I kind of wanted to do Crown and Nayuta, but screw it. Oh, I want to aim as Nayuta. The problem is I like aiming as Siren here so that I can... Okay, I can just have this on auto burst. Alright. Anyways, I like aiming with Siren so that I can just have everybody aim with the tentacle. So, unfortunately, I'm going to do that. Dude, Nayuta's side profile is fucking Mongo, though. Holy shit. I should probably get this Asuka a bit powered up because she's really good on Kraken. God damn it. Alright. Let's take care of these. Let's take care of these. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get much... Yeah, I'm not getting any core hits. I need to remove this dude's armor before I take any real advantage of that core damage up. Unfortunately, see, this is the problem that I don't like with Nayuta as using Crown for this fight. Crown is really nice because for those attacks right there, I just have Crown, Shield, Tank, all of that. And I don't really have to worry about having to cover. However, I am healing pretty nicely with Nayuta, so I suppose if I do have someone like Helm on my team, then I can heal even more if I really need it. But for the most part, I mean, it is optimal to, you know, dodge the big attacks and the single target attacks, but I mean, you know me, bro. I'm a fucking degenerate and I face tank everything because, dude, I mean, what else are the shields and heals for, man, other than to face tank everything? I'm face tanking this too. I don't give a fuck. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I should be healed enough. Oh, nice. His armor's gone. So now we can start to get the real damage on this core hit buff thing. Alright. As long as I don't fail this, we're fine. I'm going to take it a bit slow because I have failed it in the past and I'm just mindlessly doing my dailies. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. Now we're really hitting his core, bro. The only thing, though, does the Nayuta, like, hand thingy count as core damage? I am aiming for the core, but it kind of just hits, like, everything. So, how does that really count? Alright, let's get these guys out of here. I'm missing a lot of damage low-key because I'm trying to talk and aim, and I think I'm just low-key missing a fuck ton, but fuck it. We're just hammering out our bursts here. And, I mean, we are healing a decent amount, even without Crown. I'm going to cover this so I don't die. Yeah, that was the move, even though that still hurt a lot. Ow. Alright, Nayuta, let's see your healing, baby. I'm not going to use Helm's burst to heal until she shows me that she needs help. And it doesn't look like she needs too... You know what? I am going to burst with Helm. I misclicked. No, it was a misinput. Oh no, I think he's going to kill Siren here. Hopefully I have enough inkiness to not die. Actually, he's not doing his thing yet. Okay, now he's going to start trying to do his thing. Let's now Helm burst, just in case. Yeah, there's only 4 seconds left. It's probably fine. Oh, actually, she must have full stacks, right? Yeah, 30 stacks. Let's see. 13%. Oh, it is... No. It's still not stacking correctly. Dude, I don't think this is working as intended, right? Because it specifically says that it'll trigger repeatedly. So, I mean, is it just not showing? Because it's only 1 stack of this attack damage when it should realistically be 3. Because it'll proc once, and then it'll proc twice, and then it'll proc 3 times for this. That's weird. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know if that's supposed to work like that. 'Cause it says repeatedly, so, you know, I'd assume she'd get a bit more than that. Oh, wow, that hurt a lot. Anyways, let's just peep the damage. Yeah, I mean, she held up with Siren, and Siren, I mean, is really good for this boss. Actually, maybe I should have bring Rappy, bro. Yeah, Asuka didn't do that much damage because I didn't have her that much up. I should have brought Rappy. Rip Bozo. I did put the charge speed cube on her. Dude, yeah, she did a lot of healing too. Okay. I think campaigning is going to go really hard. She's just going to destroy the whole entire field with that thing. I mean, it's just going to be perma AoE damage that does a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, okay. I really like this. Wait, she got a lot of shielding from what? It might... Oh, from the share damage, right? Does that count? I didn't think that would count. But... Or does she shield herself and I'm just a bum? Actually, she might shield herself and I just forgot. But I don't think it does. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Equally shares HP. Yeah, and then she does the thingy. I guess the equally shares HP counts. Unless that counted for the indomitability for 9 seconds. Which, by the way, I don't think this matters at all because this is at the start for 9 seconds. And it's just like, yeah, so she just can't get one shot for 9 seconds at the start of the battle. So I don't really know where that would be useful. But, I mean, it's just tacked on. So, you know, it's for free, I suppose. Anyways, let's go into a hard mode and then we'll peep her a bit more in there. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, if I was going into that last fight with Nayuta MLB, I feel like she definitely would have done the same amount of damage as Siren, if not more. At the very least, if I had them like similarly built, right? This is kind of like a half build just to see how she feels. Dude, but yeah, I think she might be the best in campaign. Because, like, this form is gonna hit so many fucking enemies. And it's just, like, tacked out, like, infinitely, dude. Especially if you're running, like, cooldown and then a decent amount of burst generation. I mean, you're just gonna have her in that form, like, the whole time. Oh, I can't see... Oh, wait, no. When they all die, I can see the shooting pose that's idle. Oh, silly. Yeah, I don't know. She's one of those units... that holy lag. By the way, my game has been fucking crashing a lot recently. It's been pissing me off. So it better not fucking crash during this. It hasn't crashed so far, but I was doing the what's it called? Union raid, and spoiler alert, it fucking crashed at the end of it. So, you know, very funny. At the very least it happened at the end and not like during, because that would have been really annoying. But anyways, they keep releasing these units that are kind of like pseudo supports and then just hit like a fucking truck. Which, I mean, if you're asking me, personally, I would just make my supports give really broken support and like 0 damage. Honestly, I would trade all the damage for even more support. Like, if I can just make Rabby the most disgusting actual truck that hits everything for like a million gazillion damage, I would take that rather than, you know, having them do a bit more damage. But it's not like I mind that, right? If they're gonna just hold back, I think they're holding back on giving too much broken support, right? Maybe it's because they made Crown too good. They're like, maybe we shouldn't make a unit have this dominance for like almost 3 years at this point. So, you know, maybe they don't want to do that again. But, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think she's the worst. I would probably put Crown above her, though. I don't know, dude. Crown just does so much. That shield, bro. If they change how shields work in this game, then maybe I wouldn't be the biggest Crown D rider. But, dude, shields in this game, blocking, like, the whole damage and not digging into her HP. I don't know if that's working as intended, but, like, dude, that shit is just so broken, bro. Yeah, she does Mongo damage though, and that healing, definitely nothing to scoff at. I definitely do think she's a bit better in this campaigning, but I don't know. If you want to be degenerate, you could do what I did on the second team, have a Crown and Nayuta, and then the Crown's gonna be buff in the Nayuta. It's so silly. And then, in that case, if you ever think you're gonna get hit by a really big attack, then you can just shield with Crown and then be safe, right? So you don't even have to worry about any of that. Hey, think about it. Oh my goodness. What other bursts 2 are there? I mean, I don't mind getting more burst 2s, right? I always feel like I'm running out of burst 2s because, so for the first teams, I used Crown. For the second team, I used like maybe the Maid Anchor and Maid Mass combo, or maybe I just use Maid Anchor because I use Maid Mass with Crown. But hold up, I mean, yeah, she's still doing a lot of damage, bro. Don't sleep on Nayuta's damage, who, you know, is a support, by the way. Anyways, let me go back into this home screen before I start yapping. But so I used that for my solo raid, and then the, let's see, other burst 2s I use. Hey, how about I go into my box, right? See which burst 2s I use for my solo raids. Let's see, her, and then I usually try to get some Madi value. Now, though, I have the Bunny Aid. Oh, so I'm going to start using her a lot. And now I can also use Grave, but I'm thinking definitely... Oh, and Naga for my shotgun team. I wish they would release a better, like, Leona for my shotgun team. I think that'd be perfect. Or I wish one of the anniversary units was for the shotgun team. That would have been really nice. I think Dorothy could just need one more attack partner, and dude, the shotgun team would be so nice to use. I guess Yunwa, if I get some of the rest of the absolute units. I'm just missing Emma now, so if I can get her, that would be pretty good. But anyway, so I use like these two for the team 1, or if I only use Crown, then these two for the team 2, and then like I guess 3 and 4, but I'm still like missing 1. Now I have choices of like, instead of Naga, I can try to build a team around Nayuta, and then now Aid can replace Madi for the electric team if that boss doesn't have a core, and stuff like that I can start taking into consideration when doing my solo raids. But anyways, let's quickly go over Nayuta in general. Now, I did think that it was interesting these guys gave her this core damage up thing, because not gonna lie, recently they've been a bit stingy with the core. I'm not really sure if the new bosses for the campaign and Queen have a very distinguishable core. Like I said before, I'm probably gonna keep saying, I would wish that these guys put like some kind of note on a boss before the battle starts, describing like how open or visible the core is, right? Whether it's guarded, kind of like the Kraken, where you have to break something, or it doesn't have a core at all, or, you know, you can just hit it whenever you want. It's right there out in the open. So I guess we just wait and see. I feel like it's back and forth. Sometimes they release a lot of bosses that have, you know, a very visible core, and then sometimes they just go on a streak with bosses that have like 0 core, and it's like, you know, have fun, bro. Anyways, for her overload gear, I'm not gonna lie, with that showing... Oh, I forgot I rolled the perfect attack, by the way, so, you know, very, very funny. But I think, honestly, definitely elemental damage up. I mean, she is a wind. I think with this, our wind units are actually really nice. I don't think we'll be needing wind anytime soon. I think that plus Black Shadow, wind is looking really nice, right? And then we have Siren, so, you know, I'm not in a hurry to get more wind units. I'm in a hurry to get more water units, so let's hope that, I mean, maybe overspec Annis is wind, I wouldn't mind that, and then maybe like the 0.5 anniversaries in the future are also water. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, Dorothy is a nice addition to water, but if you really think about it, the best water attackers, that is, are limited, so, yeah, you know, very funny, but definitely elemental. I would say attack, and honestly, the next role is interesting, right? I don't think you want to go max M on her because she's in this perma, like, what is this even called? The atheism form? Wait, didn't this have 2 A's? I could have sworn this was AAS when I was reading the skill details, right? When it was on Twitter. Did they change that, or am I just making that up? Maybe I just made that up. Anyways, yeah, she stays in this, like, oh, it's called memory incineration. She stays in this form for really long, and if you're just cycling bursts really fast with your cooldown teams and your burst generation teams, like, she's never gonna really have out the SMG, right? So going max ammo is kind of useless because, you know, she has infinite ammo in that form and it doesn't really matter. So maybe a mix between charge speed and charge damage would be the move. So I'm not gonna lie, when I went into the Union practice, I didn't have a cube on her. Granted, I don't think it really matters because, unfortunately, I don't think the gear rolls matter in that practice because Rappy has, for me, literally a perfect roll for max ammo, but when I roll into there, she still only has 300 shots, which honestly, they should probably fix so that, you know, I can see how my rolls affect my damage in the practice, but, you know, and it also doesn't really give a good gauge for bossing or me going to the campaign because, you know, my rolls aren't fucking working, but that's besides the point. I'll probably complain and see if they can change that practice tool a bit more. But, like, other than that, I think maybe a mix of charge speed and charge damage wouldn't be the worst. And then also, because of that skill 3, like, wonkiness, I think for the first time, I'm not gonna say to put a blue cube on her. I know, it's crazy, right? Every time I've done these videos for Showcase, and I'm like, yeah, put one of these blue cubes, all the other cubes suck dick. But, dude, she doesn't need ammo at all. So, like, she doesn't really get much value from getting into these cubes on her. Like, this one, it's going to give her ammo back, right? When firing 10 rounds, reload 3. Yeah, this gives ammo back. And then this, I mean, is reload speed, right? Yeah, reload speed, which she barely does any of this. So, honestly, like, a charge speed cube would be good for her. I think I'm going to keep charge speed on. The max HP one probably wouldn't be the worst either because of how this thingamabobber works. What is this even called? The equally share HP? Yeah, this one's pretty nice. If you ever target acquiring this effect has the same recovery rate. Proportionally share damage taken. Each target acquiring this effect has different recovery rates. Okay. I'm always confused on how that works because, like, if she shares the damage or whatever... Oh, I guess she's only sharing HP recovery. Never mind. Oh, if that's the case, I was gonna say that's very interesting for PvP, because I know the damage taking thingy, right, or whatever, the equally shares damage, is really good for PvP. Honestly, I feel like this part, at the very least, is going to be good for PvP, actually. Ooh, I didn't even take that into account. In PvP, she literally can't die for 9 seconds? Wait. Dang it, I'm not the biggest PvP guy, so I'm not really sure how monumental that is. But that actually won't be, like, nothing in there, right? That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, well, maybe I'll keep a lookout for the PvP dudes and see how they feel about that. But anyways, back to the cube. I mean, like, other than that, how much does this charge damage give? 3% up. Charge speed gives, let's see, 1.59. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I definitely do think that, I mean, maybe some of these wouldn't be the worst either, right? Which one is the heal up? I think it's this one, the heal potency. Yeah, I mean, if you want to use her with more healing, that wouldn't be the worst. But I think because of how much damage she does, you probably want to give her either charge speed or charge damage and then call it a day. Anywho, I think that's it for her. She's a really good burst too, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I would put her though. I would probably prefer Crown better, but like, dude, I don't know. Crown is just crazy. I'm a fucking Crown simp. And look at this new skin she got, bro. Damn! I wonder when it's gonna take something to be better than Crown. Dude, that shield is just so broken under support. And then it just coincides so fucking well. Her taunt. And then if she gets healed, she's gonna have that attack buff, like, up constantly. Honestly, if you want to now use Crown with Nayuta, that team isn't even the worst, right? She's gonna give Crown that... Here, I'll bring it up so I can exactly tell you what it is, but she's gonna give that Crown healing thingy activated, right? Where the fuck is this? Yeah, activates when taking recovery effect, right? She gets this attack buff for 7 seconds to allies. She's gonna get this permanently, kind of like how she did with Naga when you would run her and Naga as that combo with the new Nayuta. I will say though, if you guys don't know, make sure you put Crown on the left side of the team if you're gonna use her with like a healer, right? Because if everybody's full HP, let me show you in a better thing, but is this gonna bring up? Yeah, no, here we go. If she's full HP, or I guess if the team is full HP and a healing effect takes into effect, it'll hit the units on the leftmost. So you always want your Crown to be right here so that if everybody's full HP and someone gets healed, it'll hit Crown and she'll get that attack support active for 7 seconds. So just keep that in mind if you're going to be running Crown with Nayuta. That's probably the most optimal team like positioning, I suppose. But anywho, I think that is it for Nayuta. Very happy with these anniversary units. I guess with her, I haven't seen Liberalio, but Liberalio looks very interesting because of that, like, I don't even know what that is, bro, but it's like the charge speed if she's not hitting the actual boss. She does like some weird stuff. Dude, that looked pretty wild. I'm very excited to see how she works. But, I mean, dude, she does a fuck ton of damage, especially for the Kraken. I mean, she's definitely going to destroy the Kraken, so I'm going to try to get her up. And maybe I'll just use her instead of Crown on the Kraken. Or maybe I'll use both of them. We'll see how I feel. Honestly, most of the interceptions, you just really want to get to stage 7 if you're lazy. And that'll give you the max reward, so you don't have to worry about, you know, going to the max stage or whatever. But anywho, I think that's enough rambling on for me like I usually do, but let me know what you guys think about Nayuta, and if you summoned for her and how good those pulls went. Hopefully you guys didn't get shafted too much, because like I said in the other video, we might get shafted in the near future with a fuck ton of banners, but I think that's it for me. So I'll catch you guys later.